Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to be talking about the new Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 remakes. We are on PC Gamer today. This is written by Andy Chalk. Thank you for the article. It'll be linked down in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. The title goes, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 plus 4 remakes is real and it's coming in July with new skaters, parks, music, and more. The classic skating game is being remade from the ground up by Irongalaxy Studios. Me personally, I really enjoyed the old school Tony Hawk games. Pro Skater 1 and 2 was really fun. And I'm surprised it's happening only because the studio that made the first ones are now a part of Blizzard. So it's interesting to see that Iron Galaxy is making it. I'm pretty sure they were working on the Killer Instinct games, if I remember correctly. I don't remember what else they've done other than that, but I really enjoyed, or they have really been a successful studio, so they've made some decent games. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do with the remakes and how they're going to have their own spin on it, because it is a one-to-one, like the old remakes were very faithful, but it's a different engine. It's still new, so there's still unfortunately a lot of things they can mess up, but I'm pretty sure they have a good track record, so I'm pretty excited. Just before we watch this trailer, I'd like to remind everyone, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Comment down below what you guys think about the new remakes coming out. If you enjoyed the previous ones, I'd really like to know your opinion about that. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll be doing a Q&A video, so if you'd like to see that, please subscribe and check it out. So here is the official announcement trailer. It does look good, which is really nice. I think the game that I played the most was Pro Skater 4 as a kid, if I remember correctly. So it'd be interesting. Funny enough, I don't think I actually ever played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. I played 1 and then 4, I think. So this is really interesting. It looks it looks really good. It looks so much better. And pretty smooth too. I'm pretty sure they're going to be using the same engine that they used for the Pro Skater 1 and 2. Wow, the differences. I mean, to be fair, it's been a long time. Like, these are the groups of new and legendary. Oh, new stuff, too. New soundtrack, new skaters. Okay, cool, cool. That's really good, actually. It looks really smooth, too. I'm pretty sure it's the same, what's it called? The same engine. So that would be cool. Was 3 and 4 when they added the free roam mode? So it wasn't just the time attack stuff? I can't remember if that's when they started doing that or not. Nice. It looks really smooth. Nice. Oh! Wait, what was that at the very end? So they got a Doom thing. Nice. Bonus in-game music. Okay, cool. Interesting. What was the last one? So it's coming out, the game 3 days early on July 8th, so then it's coming out July 11th. Foundry Demo Access. 2 playable skaters, 2 playable parks, limited soundtrack. What does that mean? Foundry Demo available on launch date, subject to change, interconnection required. Oh, is it like an actual demo of the game? Okay, that's cool. And you get a wireframe Tony shader. That's cool. I have seen like 1 or 2 things of the actual thing. I'm surprised it's I thought I saw at one point GIFs of the Doomslayer and the Revenant skater, but I guess I haven't. It's not in the reveal trailer. 2 weeks after a surprise tease in Call of Duty Black Ops 6, it's now official. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 is being remade from the ground up and will ollie into a 360 backside half-pipe faceplant bungaloo or whatever on July 8th. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 plus 4 is being developed by Iron Galaxy Studios in collaboration with Activision and, of course, Tony Hawk himself. I'm glad that he's still involved. The updated game will include the classic content of the originals with additional content including new skaters, gnarlier tricks, and even sicker soundtrack, and all new skate parks. It also features cross-play multiplayer for up to 8 players. That's cool. I'm glad they're adding new content too. So it's not just a one-to-one of the game. And I'm curious who the new skaters are going to be, because there's been a lot of new skaters that have like been a thing. And I'm curious if they're going to have old Tony Hawk and like the younger Tony Hawk and the older Tony Hawk as playable characters. Just because I think that'll be funny, because a lot of people have this version of Tony Hawk that exists, but he's an older guy now. I think he's in his 50s, isn't he? 40s or 50s nowadays. Maybe 60s. I actually don't even know. Let me check. Yeah, he's 56, so he's getting there. He's older now. He's still skating though. So, I mean, obviously not in competitions and stuff like that, but he still skates a lot. This has been a long time coming. The Call of Duty tease in February was hard to misrepresent as anything but confirmed, and Mr. Hawk himself dropped a giant hint in September 2024 when he said that he and Activision were working on something that fans would truly appreciate. Yeah, I mean, the success of the 1 and 2 remakes was a really big deal. They're about to talk about it. It really sucks that Voracious Visions was folded into Blizzard. I think that was a huge fumble, honestly. Initially as an Epic Games Store exclusive, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 came out in 2020 and was pretty fantastic. But plans to follow up the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 fizzled when developer Voracious Visions was folded into Blizzard in 2021. But then Activision, the company responsible for taking Voracious Visions out behind the woodshed in the first place, remember, couldn't find anyone else it trusted to handle the remake. So eventually everyone made a wet fart noise and dropped the whole thing. Yep, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 later came out on Steam in October 2023. Yeah, and that was very fun. Iron Galaxy. I just can't believe they folded these guys into Blizzard. Like they made an amazing game and such an easy follow-up with the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, 3, and 4, because 1 to 4, a lot of people really love. If I remember correctly, after 4, it's when they stopped doing the Tony Hawk Pro Skater like numbered. It's when they started using subtitles instead. So it was definitely I think it was more decisive. It's also, I think that's when Skate first came out too. So like they actually had decent competition as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Now that I think about it, is Skate even on PC? I kind of want Skate 1, 2, and 3 to become on PC one day. Hopefully that'll happen someday, but it's EA, so who knows what's going to happen. Iron Galaxy is an interesting choice to pick up the slack. Founded in 2008, the studio released its first game, Racketeer, in 2012. It followed with Dive Kick. Oh, they made Dive Kick. That's what they did. Okay, support for Killer Instinct and Extinction, which was not good. Yeah, Extinction is not good. Its most recent game is the 2022 Wrestling Battle Royale Rumbleverse, which lasted just 6 months before it shut down. Oh, that sucks. Well, Rumbleverse, the reason it shut down was just no one played it, unfortunately. And the people who did play it, it was a fun game, but the problem is that I think they were a little late on the Battle Royale thing, and wrestling isn't as big of a thing as I feel like a lot of people want it to be. The wrestling it was a very interesting idea, but unfortunately it just never stuck. Like the game was fun and it played well, just no one was really interested in that type of game. So it kind of just like didn't have enough players, which was very unfortunate. But it did what it did quite well, and in a sad twist, it was nominated for 2 DICE Awards, Fighting Game of the Year and Online Game of the Year, just a couple weeks before the end of the service announcement. Yeah, it won neither for the record, but it was another sad twist of irony. Fighting Game of the Year was claimed by Multiverses, which is hilarious, which has come to the end of the road itself. That gives me hope that Iron Galaxy, despite its struggles, the studio laid off 66 employees only a month ago, and what it said was a last resort effort to enable all long-term survival. It is the right choice for the job. Yeah, hopefully this will like bring them back to some success, and then maybe they can start either doing their like making games that they want or continuing on with the Tony Hawk stuff, because I don't know, I'm surprised with all the success that the Tony Hawk series has had with the remakes that EA and Skate haven't done anything. But apparently Skate 4 is in the works. It's just taking so long. I don't know what they're doing, but whatever they're doing, I hope it's a good idea. Whatever they're doing, I hope it's good, because it's taking a long time since they've announced it. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 will be on PC. On PC will be released on Steam, Battle.net, and Microsoft Store July 8th. Remember, and it will also be available launch day on PC Game Pass and Game Pass Ultimate. Oh, nice. That's amazing. That's great. That's probably how I'm going to play it. I'm probably going to play it on Game Pass. So I'm really glad that this game exists and it is being worked on. I'm glad Iron Galaxy is getting another chance to make a good game and prove to everyone that they are a good studio. I mean, they've already proved that they're a good studio. But the problem is that they were making Extinction, unfortunately, was not good. But there was support for that, so they weren't exactly making for it. They weren't like the main devs for that. They were just support. And the Rumbleverse, while a good fun game, didn't get enough players. And I think at that point in 2022, there was a lot of battle royale fatigue, in my opinion, for a lot of gamers. And just because it was a good battle royale game, it was still a battle royale game. And a lot of people are kind of sick and tired of battle royale games. I, for one, am totally done with them, basically. Like, unless Counter-Strike 2's Danger Zone comes back, that's pretty much the only thing that would bring me back to a battle royale, probably, because I'm just not into them anymore. I'm just, like, so sick and tired of it. So I'm glad that they are getting given another chance with this game. I'm glad that Microsoft and Activision realized that it would be a good idea to make this. And I'm curious if this does well enough and is successful enough, what they're going to do next with the Tony Hawk Pro Skater franchise, because after this, I think it becomes a little more decisive, if I remember correctly. I can't remember what one comes after this one, number 4, because it will be interesting to see if there is actually, like, they just continue the remake options, or they start making, because I feel like a new Tony Hawk game wouldn't be bad. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 was awful, but that's because they were just doing that because of the IP rights and stuff like that, and it was awful. But, like, I think another team could do this, especially with the fact that the remake engine can be used to not just remakes. It can be used for its own thing, I feel like, as well. So it'll be interesting to see what they go on from here, and if it's going to be Iron Galaxy Studio or if it's going to be someone else, because I'd be down for more Tony Hawk skating games. Like, I wish skate was still, like, a thing, because it's been so long since they announced whatever the new I can't remember if it's even Skate 4 or not, but like Skate 1, 2, and 3, they should remake those games and put them on PC and stuff like that, on modern consoles, I feel like, because they're missing out. I honestly think they're missing out on sales, especially with services like Game Pass or PlayStation Plus and all that type of stuff. So I'm glad that this is how they're doing it. I'm glad it's existing, and it's coming out soon too. It's coming out in July, so it's only a couple months away. And yeah, I'm also very happy that it's going to be on Game Pass. So very happy about that. Thank you everyone for watching today's video. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, I understand. Comment down below what you guys think about these remakes, if you're going to be playing them, how you're going to be playing them. I'm very interested. And if you like to follow me on other places, I have a Twitch where I stream a bunch of games, different types of games. If you like to follow me on other platforms, I have a Twitter, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and a Blue Sky if you'd like to check any of those out on those platforms at the Techno Jelly. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye everyone.